Greetings, sisters and brothers, or Hitep. I am Proof B. Welcome to my temple, the House of Divinity. The key of life, called the Ankh. The key to a lot of other stuff, called marijuana. And on this video, that's one of the things I'm going to be talking about. So, if you notice, excuse me while I clear my throat. All this video stuff is new. I forget to clear my throat before I start talking on video, boy. So if you've been looking at any of my videos, you might have noticed that I always have a green light, or I try to. And that is because part of the foundation of what I want to teach, or in a very important part of the foundation, is the cannabis plant. Now, in the House of Divinity here, when we say the word cannabis, we actually understand, understand that cannabis is two different plants. Or maybe I should do the right hand and left hand. Cannabis to us is the marijuana, the female side that you smoke, like I just got finished smoking, that gets you high, and all that good stuff, right? And makes you relax and make you autistic and spat, child. But that's the female side. But there is a male side called hemp. Now, incredibly enough, it is the hemp side of the plant that actually provides. So it's like the actual mother and father Well, they grow on the same plant, the cannabis plant. The male and the female, and then you gotta separate them, da 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 da. But it's like if they're not like brother and sister, like mother and father. The mother, you know, is the one that teaches you all this stuff that might get you high or take you higher. But the father, the hemp plant, provides food, provides clothing, provides materials of which you can make homes out of, provides 50,000 different products that you can DIY, do yourself, or we can do it together and be self-sufficient. I've been putting out this message, the same exact message, since my hair was black. All this was black. Sometimes back then I used to shave it off. I'm almost 68 years old. I'm not shaving no more. My teeth is gone. Well, most of them. I still got one shiny. You know how the dude in the movies be like, and it, like bling. I got that one tooth left. Well, I got 3. But anyway, that's personal. The fucking Marine Corps poisoned me. So, this video, I'm really, at this age, starting to look at what's going on for many years. I have kept my research, my studies, and the things that I came up with, I have kept them back because when I was coming up, okay, Tai Chi was cool. I became a Tai Chi teacher and all that good stuff, and everybody loved it, blah, blah, blah. I came out exactly when Tai Chi started to get big in America, right? So, you know, I blew up pretty fast in Harlem. But that is like I hate to say the lowest thing, but Tai Chi was like the beginning, like the ABCs of spirituality. Because for me, since I'm not Chinese, Taoism, which Tai Chi comes from, look it up, Tao, is not a spiritual thing. It's more of a physical practice that that kind of combines spirituality because it helps build the spirit. But my spirituality, or the foundation of the basis of my spirituality, is in ancient Kemet, or you might say ancient Egypt. But by the time they was calling it Egypt, it wasn't ancient Kemet no more. It was ruled by Romans and Greeks and this one and that one. By the time you're saying Egypt, it has nothing to do with us, in other words. So, this video was really about one of the sciences that I developed that I call, and I figure, you know, that I'm going to put it out on this channel because my YouTube channel is going to be towards Cannabis Kung Fu Yoga. That's the name of the channel, Cannabis Kung Fu Yoga. But here on Roy Bates' Facebook, I done been through a bunch of things. At first I started talking about the hemp, period. I'm like, let's get into hemp, And I'm like, wait a minute, I've been doing this for 50 years or more, and nobody is into growing hemp and taking care of themselves. So I'm going to still talk about the hemp, but I'm coming from a different perspective now. Because the science that I've developed and the reason I'm bringing it, God dang nabbit, The reason I am bringing it out now is because I'm looking at people like Terrence Howard and what's this other guy, Billy Carson, and brothers that's kind of the stuff that they saying is kind of putting their life on the line. Well, I'm like, oh shit, I done lived 68 years already. I might as well put my stuff out too. Now they might cut me off Facebook because my stuff is about MelAnin. Yes, the stuff that makes us black. This is black. This is melanin. That is the first lesson of what I call Mel Om. Yes, I have a whole complete science to Mel Om. So the first thing I have to explain is the name. Mel is short for MelAnin, which is the Greek word for black, not brown. In reality, I don't care how dark you are. When you look at the skin close enough, you're brown. There's very few things on Earth that are black. Carbon, which we are and every being on Earth is carbon-based, is black. So that's part of melanin. The other part of melanin is copper, which we are closer to because we are the color in reality of the earth. Look at the earth. They call it dirt. It's called soil. It's where your food and everything comes out. Everything. If it don't come from earth, from space, it comes from the soil, not from the dirt. The soil. What do I look like? I look like the soil, which they say in the Bible, God created us from. It's not a far stretch to like, oh, wait a minute, I'm made of the same stuff as the soil, and I got as much water in my body as the earth. Wait a minute, there's a connection here. So anyway, my system, Mel Om. Melanin stands for, Mel is short for MelAnin. Mel is black and anin means chemical or a type of chemical, MelAnin. It's a Greek word, so I'm not Greek, and probably if you look anything like me, whether you're lighter or darker, you still have the same nose, the same lips, the same hair, the same rhythm, you're black, or what you call black. The other part of the word is Om. Now, Om is said by the Hindus and I guess other beings somewhere. Om is the vibration, sound, or even word, once you say it, it's a word, that emanates from the center of the universe. And actually, I believe I read this, that they have proven this with them big-ass things that they point towards the space, and that's what they heard coming back. Om, Om, Om. So now, why I use Om, because there's all kinds of chants. Why I use Om, because Om is supposed to be, since it comes from the center of the universe, like what you might call God. Om is supposed to be the vibration that includes all vibrations. So like we only see this much of the light spectrum, but there's this much of the light spectrum and sound spectrum, and all that is all. So Om is supposed to have all that in there. So Mel Om means the sound of blackness. Because I'm not talking about how I look. I'm talking about this sound, Om, is supposed to come from the center of the universe. The universe, or at least the space around us, at night when the sun is not shining and reflecting, when you look up, what color is it? I'll give you a second to think about it. Black! Now that's black. Now they say that black comes from the melanin, but I'm sure there's carbon, more carbon than melanin because it's black, not brown. Now, you might say, well, there's light. Well, melanin is light condensed. Now, look around again at the night sky. There's thousands and millions and billions of stars, maybe trillions and trillions. We on the earth, who fuck knows? But every star that you can see with your naked eye, or telescope even, is just one point of light. One point of light. Everything that surrounds that point of light is blackness. And they say that blackness sends us the sound Om. It's actually said another way, but let's just use the Om. Wait a minute. Yeah. Now this is the way you probably, right? Yeah, that's it. This is the way you're probably used to seeing the symbol Om. Well, I looked at it for a while and I said, wait a minute, because I'm about the word and the man and the human, all this AI shit getting ready to take over. I'm like trying to, let's stay human. So I'm like, wait, look. Now, in Kung Fu, we have a stance called holding the tree posture. That's one of the names. You just stand there like this. Or like this, or like that, whatever. Look. The head, the arms. Now look at this. Om. A diamond and a crescent. I didn't make up this symbol. I didn't make it up. I didn't turn it this way so everybody be confused. It's a man or a being, a being. I ain't gonna say female or male. A being speaking the word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was Om. Was God. The word was God, but the word is Om. So, back to Mel Om. I have two things that I'm going to be putting out pretty soon as I get myself organized, because I keep doing these little videos 3 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing actually is already on the internet, but Cash App it out. It is my Mel Om Qigong video. That's first because breath is everything. Once you get the understanding of what melanin is, what it does, blah, 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 the most important thing that you can learn, if you don't learn nothing else, don't learn Mel Om, don't learn nothing else, learn to breathe correctly. Look at a little baby before they're 7 years old and breathe like him. But buy the video, so if you don't have no babies just lying around breathing. So, the second thing that I have, which is basically together, I just want to get it like really like packaged, is my book. Really, it's not a book that, well, I wrote maybe the third, well, I'll get into that in a minute. The first part of it is what I call Ma'at. Ma'at is part of Mel Om. Ma'at means melanin. Does it mean melanin? I forgot it means melanin activities, because think when you learn about it, you realize that melanin does things. So we say melanin activities, amplification. See, you don't go into the melanin and try to make it do this or that. If you're alive, it's already doing what it's doing, but it's not doing everything that it can do. So all you have to do is amplify, and it'll do what it do on its own without you doing, well, you get it. So Ma'at, melanin activities, amplification, Tekken. Now Tekken is the word they use for obelisk. Greek is obelisk. Tekken is the word that we get technology and technique. So, the first part of the book, I basically is just research about melanin. Again, what it does, where it is, melanin genesis, and electrocephalogramic and all kinds of stuff. Now, anyway, the idea is that as a melanated being, part of your brain, see, there you go again. Part of your brain, what is it? The right side of your brain is visual. Now the words in here will help you visualize again what melanin actually does. Oh, melanin makes me black. How? Why? When? Where? What? Who? Well, who is you? So that's the science. It's going to get deep. That's the science part. The science part of melanin in the book will give you an idea of all this stuff of what melanin truly is. Like fact, not, oh, melanin is the stuff of the universe. No, facts of what melanin does and what a truly black body does, absorb all light. Woo! The second part of the book is what I basically put together from my years of teaching Tai Chi, and then I started teaching in Harlem, and that was the first time I found the first book I had on melanin, which was a book by Dr. Carol Barnes. And in that book, he talked about how melanin binds with cocaine and other drugs. But it was like two different sciences in my mind. One was about melanin, and then one was about Tai Chi and energy. And then one day, I think I read a book by Dr. Wang Jiang Ming, and it was like the way he explained Tai Chi was in a scientific term, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, these scientific terms are the same scientific terms that are in melanin. Melanin absorbs electromagnetic energy. Chi is bioelectromagnetic energy. Wait a minute. Tai Chi and things like Tai Chi, Bagua, Xing Yi, teaches you to ground bioelectromagnetic energy, melanin, circulate bioelectromagnetic energy, project bioelectric energy, absorb bioelectric, da 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 da. So the Tai Chi and stuff is the actual practice of the science of melanin. The practice, so you can go to school all day long, but if you don't know how to breathe, if you don't know how to hold a posture for 5 minutes, da 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 da, you're not working the chi, the stuff that melanin absorbs from the sun, transforms into bioelectromagnetic energy. You see the connection there? Melanin already do what it do, but then you gotta do something a little extra to amplify. Oh, I'm going in there. I go in. I'm looking at these guys coming out, Billy Carson and how coming out with all kind. I'm like, wait a minute. This is the practice for all that stuff. We can talk about the flower of life, but it's like you got to be a goddamn genius to know what the hell Howard is talking about. Practice. Breathe. I am the flower of life. Breathe and study. Know thyself. Know thyself. I have melanin. You have your own melanin. It's not my melanin. I'm not telling you to get into your melanin so you can follow me. Once you into your melanin, is your melanin. Now, what are you going to do with that power? Mel Om, I call the power of the sound of blackness. What are you going to do with that power? This is that time. 2025 is upon us. 2025. What are you going to do? Terrence Howard is saying that this flower of life is the key to our survival in the coming crisis. I'm looking at the flower. I'm like, because he made a 3D and he say power and propulsion and all these things are coming out of this flower of life. I'm like, okay, I'm not a genius like that. I wrote a couple of books. This is just the book about the melanin. But I got the flower of life right there on the wall. I'm looking at it. Maybe just because I'm just starting it. I'm getting into the art and drawing it, so maybe it'll open something up in my mind and make me a genius. But right now, all I know is breathe, stand, and learn about your melanin. Now, like I said, what are you going to do with it? Maybe we can get together, cause one melanated battery combined with 100 other melanated batteries can exponentially rise in power. For real. Okay, I'm gonna quit. 30 minutes, that's enough. I'm out.